Hello and welcome to today's episode of Unsolicited Opinion. Today we're just going to be talking about useless meetings that people organize at times. There are times in our corporate society or in our corporate world, we organize meetings, or even in our social groups, we organize meetings, and some of the times it is estimated that a meeting will last for about 2 hours. There is designed at the agenda and who is going to talk and what. At some point in time, there is open floor for people who were not programmed to talk. But now, when we usually go for our corporate meetings or meetings which have a corporate intention or they are corporate inclined, we estimate that they are going to last for a reasonable amount of time, and we estimate that this is what we're going to do. But most often, what we notice is that we go for meetings, we purport to have an agenda, and the meetings will last for 5 hours. What kind of meeting is supposed to last for 5 hours? Averagely, in a corporate society, a meeting can last for 2 hours. Above 2 hours, then it's a training session. It is no longer a meeting. And if we are organizing those meetings, estimating that this is what we're going to say, this is how it's going to function, this is how it's going to roll out, then we should be able to organize ourselves to make sure that we focus on what is important for that day and give little time for digression, even though it's not necessary. And on the other hand, when we set agendas, we say this lasts for 5 minutes, this lasts for 10 minutes, this lasts for 2 minutes, so that at the end of the day, we can overall estimate the amount of time the meeting can last. Unlike in some corporate societies, they'll say, okay, the agenda of the meeting is this department presents, and if there are questions from other departments relating that department, then one person brings up that issue from that department, meaning that there's a representative for every department. They can say, okay, this department is speaking, now you from this department concert and make sure that you people present one thing and one person talks for 5 minutes. If you say 5 minutes, estimate that if there are 6 departments, 5 minutes that is going to be approximately 30 minutes for that debate. Then imagine that if all those 6 departments have to talk and everybody has 5 minutes, therefore you would have at least 3 hours for that meeting, depending on what is important at that day. At some point in time, it is damn reasonable that we put up those kind of meetings and set those kind of objectives and accomplish them. Unlike, I was going through my diary in my company back in 2003, we had a meeting that lasted from 5 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. And I was like, wait a minute, did I really sit for this meeting? At the end of the day, the meeting did not really bring out the objectives or did not bring out the much needed attention. It was just talk. One person saying one thing and another person coming to repeat the same thing, and then another person says the same thing in another words. Oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm going to cope right now, the kind of life I'm living, going for a meeting that is not a training or a workshop or a seminar that's going to last for more than 3 hours, 2 hours. I am already exhausted and I feel like I should strangle somebody. But then I'm not going to do it. The only thing I'm going to do is I will leave. I'll look for a comfortable way to leave the meeting. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's my unsolicited opinion for today. That we should always set specific agendas, be time conscious during our meetings to make sure that the objectives of the meeting are attained within a limited time rather than spending the whole day to accomplish nothing and talk about things which are being repeated or said in other words. It's a wrap up for me. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, comment in the comment section, and bye bye.